Hey everyone, welcome back to Where's Will's Manufactured Home Tours. Thank you for spending some time with me today and clicking on this video. I truly appreciate it. Today, we are in Perris, California, not too far from home, and I have found a great big triple wide that we're going to take a tour of. So let's get on outside so I can tell you all about it. Welcome to sunny Southern California, everyone, and look at this beautiful big triple wide that I've found us today. Now, we're at Homes Direct, but this home was built right next door at Clayton Homes, Perris. This is known as the Calloway HCP-4262. 3A. And what I like about this home so far is the way it's built and the placement of that front door. As we come around here to the side, this home seems like a perfect candidate for a garage. You have all of your connections and everything there just waiting to be built, and that would give this home some beautiful curb appeal. It already has a lot, but just imagine that. Now, this home is a 3-bed, 3-bath that sits at 2,291 square feet. The dimensions of the home, 62 feet by 42 feet. And the porch size right there is 13 feet by 7 feet. The base price for this model is $290,881, and as shown, this home goes for $308,293. Let's get inside. Let's take a home tour.
Where's Will?
All right, everybody, let's get inside. There's a lot to take a look at and a lot to tell you about. You know, as we walk in here, we're walking into the living room, and you're greeted with a nice big space. We've got 9-foot sidewalls. We've got tape and texture drywall throughout this entire home. The size of this living room already is 15 feet by 20 feet. And there's also a great room on the other side. So this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to family space, which is really nice about this home. The one thing about this home as well is your air and heat are coming from the floor. As you can see right there, you have your pass-throughs. And if you haven't done so, hit the like button. That always helps out the video, helps this video get out to more people. And if you haven't done so, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you'll be alerted to when a new home tour is posted, and you'll be one of the first to see it. Now, walking in to the utility room, it's a nice big space. It's not too cramped. We have a nice, counter space here to fold and things if you like. 2 big windows letting that natural light in. Wooden shelf there. Plenty of space for your side by side. And you have a fire extinguisher there. Talk about safety, And here we have some nice sized drawers and cupboards underneath, cabinets. That's really nice. Lots of storage. Let's see what's in here. Like I said, plenty of room. The only thing is so far they're not soft close doors, as you see. And what do you guys think about that? I kind of like those, but my kids are older now, so I'm not so worried about that. But what do you think? The one thing I do like about this home is this right here. Talk about common sense. We're in the utility room, right by the washer dryer. If you build a garage out there, you're right there, and your water heater, your furnace, it's all right here. And you don't have to go grab yourself a 1/4-inch driver or a screwdriver to get at it. You just have to open the door. And that was, by the way, a huge water heater. That has plenty of hot water for this entire house, I can tell you that. And now we're going to go check out the one of 3 baths here. Hi, everybody. And in here we have a standard 60 by 30. It's a little oversized shower, wraparound, surround. That way you don't have water seeping in anywhere and all that good stuff. I like the black hardware, letting giving it a little pop of color. Loving the windows in the restrooms, natural light, air, elongated toilets, some storage here for linen, and a nice sink, basic mirror. That's pretty cool. Basic counter, really good looking, solid construction though, I must say here. And looking inside, we have some just basic shelving, not adjustable shelving, which is okay. That's standard for a bathroom, I would say. But the one thing about this bathroom, I'll tell you a little more about when we get into the den. There's an option to switch the den to a bathroom, or I mean to a bedroom, and that connects to the bedroom. And if you want to know more about that, click the link in the description below. That'll take you directly to this floor plan where you can see a 3D tour, see some more photos, see some videos that we took, but most importantly, get pricing. From a retailer near you. So click on that, learn more about it, and see what you can do with those with some of the options here. Like I said, this one's shown at 308,000. And base is 290, so you can do a lot of different things with it. Now we're in one of the guest rooms here. Now the guest room size is 11 feet by 13 feet ish, give or take a couple of inches. And as always, all of these measurements are closely approximate. So if I get it wrong, please don't yell at me. But I like the size of this bedroom. It's nice, cozy. You have a decent sized closet in here that has metal shelves, but it's nice sized, drywall as well. Good solid construction. And these homes, if you don't know, this one is built in California, so it's built for California standards. I would say this one's way stronger for like an earthquake, but if you live in a tornado-prone country, that home is built for that type of weather. So, that's really important when going in and buying and finding your areas and living. Make sure you know your zones, We're in the second guest room, and this one is 11 feet by 13 feet. Pretty much an exact copy, except for the closet. The closet's a little more compact, a little more deep, but that is the only difference there. But pretty nice. The guest rooms are in the front of the house. The primary is at the back of the house, so there's a nice bit of separation. And now we're checking out the second bath. So, if you're sitting up here in the living room, you have your choice of two if you're in a hurry. And it's the same shower, the same toilet, nice wraparound. I do like the windows up top, of course. Coming around over here, we see the toilet and the vanity looking good. Very nice, very standard, just like the other side. And what I like too about this house is like the grand dining room here is in the middle. It seems like this home is built for entertainment. You have the two living spaces, a grand dining room right in the middle. The size of this dining room, by the way, is 13 feet 4 inches by 13 feet 2 inches. Over here on the right, you have kind of like a coffee bar, or you could even do a bar. What would you do with it? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. But two good, strong, solid shelves, power outlets, nice countertop. What is that? 6 drawers, 3 cupboards. And pretty long drawers, not too shabby there, I would have to say. And again, not soft close, but I'm wondering if there's an option to add that. Click on the link and find out. Shelves underneath there, but it's nice in here. It's big, it's huge. I don't know what I would personally do with this much room. What would you do with it? What would you do with it? Because I don't know what I'd do with it. I'd have a lot of open space, I think. And now we're coming into the den here. Now the den size is 13 feet 4 inches and by 13 feet 4 inches by 13 feet 2 inches. And as I was saying earlier, you can actually convert this room into a fourth bedroom. And this fourth bedroom, the door, the opening, that's where the doors would be. And this would actually connect to that third guest bath, and it would close it off on the outside. So, you have that option. And now we're coming back over here to the great room, is how they labeled it here. And the great room is 19 feet by 13 feet 2 inches. Big, tall windows, very inviting, very nice. Ceiling fans come with the home. Can lighting everywhere. Nice, good carpet. The flooring is nice and strong, and we have a nice kitchen here. And before we really get into that kitchen, this kitchen is 18 feet 3 inches by 14 feet 2 inches. And as we glance over here at the morning room, which is 9 feet by 13 feet 2 inches, we just have a grand, big cooking kitchen area. It's big windows, more light, big, spacious. You wouldn't have to worry about bumping elbows if you have the family over for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I mean, take a look at this. That is a huge, big sink right there. That is a nice apron sink with a pull down faucet. The same style and motif on the counters and on the cupboards, except for the island. The island has a granite countertop, which looks fantastic, and that I believe is one of those options. You've got the drawer bank there, and of course, that's actually a sit-in island. You can put some seats around there if you wanted to do something else with that morning room space. So there's a lot of options that you can do. And again, plenty of room, plenty of space, plenty of... I don't have enough dishes to even probably put in one of those, drawers. So, yeah, but I like the backsplash. We've got a white subway tile backsplash there. That is pretty darn nice. The shelves, 2 nice windows right above the sink, so you can just gaze out in the world if you're not using your dishwasher. But then you have to ask yourself, why am I not using my dishwasher? You should use that. This home is set up for gas. As you see, the stove comes with the home, the microwave comes with the home, the dishwasher comes with the home. But if you need electric, you can always change that in the options when you order the home. Or if you want to change the color of the appliances, there's white, there's black, there's stainless steel, there's brushed stainless steel. You can choose that all in the ordering process. And plenty of room around, or plenty of cupboards around your fridge, which kind of you don't really need a pantry because you have all that room right there. And now we're going to walk into the primary room back over here on the other side, which is a gorgeous space. This size of the primary is 14 feet 8 inches by 13 feet 2 inches. We've got a queen size bed in here to give you that sizing reference. 2 big windows right there, letting that light in. And we have a huge primary bath we're going to check out in a moment. And then what I also like is that door over there. There's another porch in the back. We're going to check that out in a second. But first, let's get in here and take a look at this huge primary. As you see, we have 2 vanities, a drawer bank in the middle. There's actually room underneath the sink to store stuff. Nice big mirrors, can lights up top. Nice little window in the middle. A gorgeous soaking tub right here to the right, and then to the left. What would you do with this space? It's nice. It's you could decor, linens. I don't know. What would you do with that? That's actually a nice little addition of space right there, I would have to say. And then moving on back over here, we have a nice, huge shower with I didn't double check that material, but I do believe that's like a granite material for the tiling there. But take a look. Click that link in the description below. And that the shower also has like a lip of about 2 inches, so it's not a big drop off or a big step out of there. So that's cool. And like I said, that soaking tub is nice with that window right there. I'm digging that a lot. And now we're going to take a look at this big closet. I think I saw the specs at 5 feet something across, and then 13 feet long. It seems like enough space. Now, the only thing I personally would say was I prefer my closet within my bedroom area and not in the bathroom area. But that's just a little preference. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, of course. And take a look. That's a nice little vanity to get ready in the morning, I can tell you that. This home is gorgeous. And now, you're going to have to get yourself some blackout curtains for over here because, 2 big windows and then this door that leads you out to your own little patio porch. Yeah, back end. You can probably add some steps going down, or if you wanted to add more decking, you could. There's a lot of options you could really do. And it's a little shortcut to the kitchen, which is pretty nice. But this, everyone, is the Calloway HCP 4262, built by Clayton Homes. Again, it's a 3 bed, 3 bath, 2,291 square feet. A nice big triple wide that runs about $300,000. So, again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me here on Where's Will's Manufactured Home Tours. Until the next time, remember to live smarter, choose manufactured, travel easy, and have a great day.